Hey everyone, in today's video I thought that I would share with you my daily carry bag. This is my little Pouchette. Pouchette is the European term for man purse. Let's see what's inside the daily life of doing here in Baltimore. iPhone, well, this is Baltimore. And most importantly, the Finum OneCup. And the Finum OneCup is this coffee brewing device that is designed to make 1 cup of coffee at a time pretty much wherever you go. And so they give you a bunch of these bags and this little contraption that squeezes. And what you do is you take your bag, you open up, it's a 3-sided sealed bag, and then you squeeze this part and fit it in. And there's little spikes here on the sides, right? There's spikes, and they will grab onto the bag and hold them once you release them. So you basically, you pull the bag over the holder. You gotta open up a little bit. And then once you open it up, you let it go, and it pokes through the paper and holds it in place. And the idea is that you're supposed to add the coffee and then steep it in water. Let's see, we're gonna get our coffee. We have a grinder, but if you know me, you know that I hate grinding coffee, so I carry it pre-ground. And so in this case, I'm using 10 grams of pre-ground coffee. Medium coarseness, we're just gonna take that and put that in here. The idea behind the Finum OneCup is that you can take this anywhere and brew coffee at any time. All you need is to bring the coffee with you. You could hand grind it to order if you want. I really dislike doing that, so I don't do that. And we're gonna use a small cup here. This is about a 6-ounce cup. Actually, it's a 5-ounce cup. 10 grams of coffee, 2 grams per finished ounce. We're gonna use 5-ounce cup, and there it is. And so we're just gonna add a little bit of water. And the idea behind this brewing device is that we're gonna steep it a good 3 minutes or so. Now, when you actually buy it, it comes as a set, which has the handle as well as a box of 60 filters. All right, we're waiting now for it to brew. There has been some floating from the freshness of the degassing of the coffee. The coffee we're using today is the House Nation from Spro Coffee. A great blend of coffee that gives you a lot of nice nuts and cacao and a little bit of fruitiness to it. You can get it here at sprocoffee.com. All right, now we've got that all settled. Everything's fully saturated. We're just gonna wait for it to continue brewing. We're about halfway through the brewing process now. This is the kind of thing where you can sit around, put it in a cup, you know, smoke a cigarette outside and do whatever you want. You can be pretty sophisticated. All right, so we're coming up now in 3 minutes. We're gonna pull the coffee, let it drain. I'm gonna tilt it to the side here slightly. Great. To finish, you just basically push that in, and you can easily pull off the bag of coffee, and that's easy to throw away now. The thing's gonna be a little bit dirty, so you have to wipe it down before you put it back into your bag. The idea with Finum, what they were talking about on their website was, you know, you could take this on the go, put this in your bag. Of course, you know, you could put this and the filter and maybe the coffee in your bag, but what about the water? But this could be a lot easier to make coffee, nice coffee, on like an airplane versus like the AeroPress that everybody seems to love. All right, let's see how it tastes. Ooh, clean, nice extraction. It's a nice coffee. It's a nice coffee. The Finum OneCup made a nice little 4 or 5-ounce coffee. But why? Is it necessarily inherent of this device, or is it more of a methodology? It's a bit of both. The Finum allows you to have a nice way of controlling everything. So it does have a bag that holds the coffee as well as filters out the fines from it as you're finishing. But I think this really kind of underlines what makes successful coffee, and that's going to be having great quality coffee, and then having the right coffee to water brew ratio, and having a good temperature to do the extraction, as well as the amount of time that you're exposing the water to the coffee. If you can control all those variables, then this can make a great cup of coffee. Actually, this is actually quite tasty. I'm really quite surprised. But I think that's really the key, is that you just need to be able to understand and control the different variables that are at hand. So again, those would be the coffee, which is the quality, the roast profile, whether you like it or not, how nice of a coffee it is, the amount of coffee to the water, as well as the water temperature and the time of exposure. If you can control those, you can make great coffee with this. Actually, this actually turned out well. Because at the end of the day, this is not really doing too much of anything. It's holding the bag, the filter, in the cup. It's containing the coffee so that when you pull it out, it holds the coffee together. You don't have any grinds inside your cup, and it filters out the coffee as well to a certain extent. So pretty much you can make nice coffee with this little OneCup from Finum. You just need to be able to control the variables. And there it is.